You want to know the truth about muscle imbalances? Here's what they are and here's how to fix it. Hey, what's going on guys? Tyler here from GarageWarrior.com today to talk about muscle imbalances. Now this is a cool topic because there's a lot of people out there say they know what's up with muscle imbalances and then they try to train you with all these goofy techniques and it doesn't really work, all right? So I want to tell you first up what muscle imbalances are, but let me ask the specific question that we had come down the pipeline. Can muscle imbalances appear in upper extremities and lower extremities or both? If it is both, do you usually try to fix the lower extremities first? This is a good question. And that was from Tony. Thank you, Tony, for sending that one in. Fantastic question. And it's something that I think everybody should know, okay? And so yes, you can have a muscle imbalance in your upper body. A simple example of that would be a lot of people will do a lot of chest work, which pulls their shoulder forward and weakens their rhomboids and their lats, and they walk around with bad posture like this, right? And so what do? We can strengthen the muscles on the back side, we can stretch the muscles on the front side. Next thing you know, people start having good posture again, all right? So that's an example of an upper body imbalance. Lower body imbalance would be if you're squatting and your knees wobble in on every time you stand back up. That's an imbalance of the inner thigh muscles and the vastus medialis to the outer thigh muscles and the glute rotators, okay? So to balance that, you have to work on making sure that your knee tracks over your toes, and if you have a good therapist, they can apply manual force to make sure the proper muscles are firing. So that's an example of a lower body imbalance and an upper body imbalance. Now, which one do you fix first? Now, here's the cool thing, right? Most imbalances have a root that starts at your center, at your core. So people will think they have a muscle imbalance in their ankle, but in reality, their posture and their core, and when I say core, I'm not talking about your six-pack abs, I'm talking about from your solar plexus to your hips. That is your core all the way around, okay? When you balance this out, oftentimes you can fix muscle imbalances, okay? And usually people have muscle imbalances in one of 4 different patterns. It's usually a muscle imbalance that brings the right hand and the left foot together. That's called upper cross syndrome, right? So coming down like this, or the left hand to the right foot, which is an imbalance this way. You'll notice that somebody will walk around, usually because they have a dominant hand, with this upper cross syndrome, right? They're twisted slightly. Every once in a while, you'll see somebody who has an imbalance ipsilaterally. So right hand, right foot is imbalanced, or left hand, left foot is imbalanced. How do you fix this? How do you straighten out the body? Well, you can work on the upper extremities, you can work on the lower extremities. That's fantastic. But if your core is imbalanced, which if you have an imbalance up here, it's always going to be imbalanced down here. And if you have an imbalance in your legs, it's always going to be imbalanced up here. If you fix your core, that is the root that you need to work on in order to be able to fix the upper body and the lower body without having it slip back. Because what I'm saying is, you can work on your upper body stuff all day long, but if your core is messed up, as soon as you fix the upper body, your core is going to pull you right back into your twisted pattern, okay? So you've got to fix your core first. And how do you fix your core? Well, you got to learn how to properly brace. You have to learn how to work on your posture. And the way to do this is to find a qualified physical therapist that can actually teach you how to do it. Look for somebody who knows about DNS, dynamic neuromuscular stabilization, okay? They work on infant movement patterns. They work on bracing. They work on how to rotate while keeping that brace. This is a foundation that everyone needs, but almost nobody does. And it's what helps you to eventually fix your muscle imbalances, whether they're in the upper extremities or the lower extremities, all right? So it doesn't matter where you're at, start with the core, all right? If you guys dig this video, join the Garage Warrior YouTube channel. You can get on my newsletter right there where I'll give you 5 free workouts. Otherwise, leave a comment below. Let me know what you think about this video. Thanks for watching.